Today we will talk about positioning in CSS, cascading style sheet. Okay, this is my simple sample page. I have head, um, title, and then we have a style. So we'll be writing the style in this one, and then we have body, and body has a div, and this div has everything inside. Okay, so we have a header, and then we have article and a side and footer inside the. So all these elements are available in the div. And you know what I can do? I can give a name to this div. I can give a class like container. Okay, so I can give this name to the style. And then I can say that, okay, this header is my, I can give a, h as a class. So this will contain all my styles. Huh? Similarly, article has a class that will have style for this article. So I can give a name A. Aside, so we can assign a class to this aside as well, that is S. And then we have a footer has a class F. So this is my mm, classes for the styles of these elements. Now in the style, what I can do is I can give a style to the body. Okay, so I want to make sure that, okay, the background of my body is light blue. Okay, so if I just go back to this side and then I refresh the page, it is blue. Now I want to give this container, which is in the body, so I want to give this container a style background. Okay, so container, I can give a background, you can say beige color. So this is my beige. There you go. Now this is 100% of the body it covers. No, I want that my container has a limited width. So for example, maximum width of my container is 500 pixels. So if you see, I know it is a bit smaller side, and I want to bring it in the middle. So I can say my container margin is auto. So this auto will bring all my container in the middle. Okay. So now what we'll do is now come to the positioning part. So by default, all the elements are in relative position. So when I say relative, means they will follow the same sequence. First come will be always on the top, the second will be after the first one, and third will be after the second one. So my position is relative. So if I say container has a position relative, if I refresh the page, you will see there is no change in that one. And similarly, if I say my header class position is also relative, if I refresh the page, you will see no change. Why? Because all my elements are in relative position by default. So even with the A, you will see there is no change. Now I can write down S for aside and F for footer. And now if we just refresh, you will find no change in that. Okay, so let me give the color. Let me give the color of for H1. For H, I can give the background color. The background color should be, for example, is yellow. Okay, and let's see if we get the yellow color. Yes, we got it. Now we go for the article color. So I can say the background is blue for the article. So we got blue color for this one. And if I go for aside, the color is coral. I can see the color here. And for footer, For footer, the color is, background color is light green. Okay. So if you see that, even this relative position did not have any impact. So the relative position is by default is as you are, stay as you are. Now, if I make sure that container is relative, okay, all my position in these elements which are inside the container, if I made them absolute, what will happen? It will change, it will shift its position, but it will remain in the container. Did you see that? This yellow is still in the container by default, but when we made it absolute, it lost the position. So all other elements will take its place. And similarly, if I go for this one, absolute, now article will also lose its position, which is on the top at the moment, and the aside will come on the top. You see that, guys? So, and if I made my aside, as an absolute, aside will also lost its position, and it will go on the top, huh? But it will remain in the container, okay? It will remain in the container. Similarly, it will lost the position. The footer is also lost the position, and it is in the container. So all of the header and the article and the side and footer, they lost their original position, and they are on the top of each other. Now, uh, let's make um, the container height so we can clearly see what's happening. height to 500 pixels. Okay. So if I make the height 500 pixel, now you will see that height. So you see that because the background color is beige, and by the way, with the absolute position, it lost the color as well, because the color was because of these, articles, these elements. So when the elements lost their position, we lost the color of the container as well. So I brought the height. I said, okay, height is fixed now. So that's how we got the color back. Now, the position of article, I say by default for the heading is on the left side. Okay, so let me make the position of the article on the right. So I say it should be 0 pixel from the right. Okay, so let's go and see. Okay, 0 pixel from the right. Now the article aside, I say 0 pixel on the left. So it is already on the left. So if I can say left, 0 pixel, so it will be no change. We cannot see any change. And now I can go for the footer, and I can say, hey, footer is bottom from 0 pixel from the bottom. Huh? So there you go. So if you see, article is on the right side, and aside is on the left side, and the footer is on the bottom side. So that is how it comes up. Now, by the way, if I made my header, I say margin is auto, you will see that it will come. What happens to that? Margin auto, it didn't make any difference. So that is fine. So this is how we can make our positions in absolute, and then but remain. The important thing is it will remain in the container. Now, I made my position from relative to static. Okay, if I made it like that, then you will see that all these positions, all these elements will not be in the container. okay, because it's no more relative. So they will be relative to the body. Any body will go on it will cover the blue area. So let's see that. Can you see? So all the article on the right side or the left side, the bottom side, they are now relative to the body of the page, not to the container. One more time. If I made it, hey, position is relative to the container, then all will come inside the container. Okay. So this is what I wanted to explain you guys, and you can try by yourself. I hope it will clear your concepts. So thank you very much and have a good day.